from filmfestivalcircuit.com and the director of the Oregon Documentary Film Festival. We have an event coming up. Our summer 2022 Oregon Documentary Film Festival event will be at the Clinton Street Theater on Sunday, August the 21st. We are excited to screen a great lineup of films, and today we're joined by Gene Grover, who's filmed the trailer for, which we're going to talk about. It's a trailer, but the trailer for Thalidomide in the USA is nominated for the Best Editing Award. Fantastic work, Gene.
Thank you so much. We're just so happy to be here. Thanks to the judges for nominating us. I love it. We're excited.
You earned it. I mean, the judges clearly on every scorecard said, wow, they put a lot of work into this. You definitely a very refined trailer, and it's just an exciting piece to screen, as short as it is, and it gets people hooked and interested on what's coming next. So your film is unique in that it's the only trailer that's screening in the festival right now, about 2.5 minutes long. Can you tell us what stage you're in completion, and what's the goal? Is it for a full-length feature or a pilot or something? Can you please fill us in a little bit?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So the trailer is Thalidomide in the USA, The Forgotten Survivors. And that is the name of the film. And the film is a 39-minute documentary. It is finished. It is ready to go. We have made the circuit a bit with that, but we are waiting to launch it. We are planning probably a Facebook premiere, definitely a YouTube premiere, and the launching of the film will coincide with the publication of a major investigative Random House book, which is going to be called, I believe, Wonder Drug: The Secret History of Thalidomide in the United States, something like that, or the US. I'm sorry, and they've actually been in flux with their title, so I'm not exactly sure what the Random House book will be called. The whole thing is a launch about news, about what has been found to be the story of thalidomide in the U.S.
All right.
I hope that people will. It's going to be, the film will be released within the next 6 to 9 months, I would say. I think that's the goal for the book as well.
So what's your early synopsis of the 39-minute piece? What can you tell us about it?
Well, it has long been believed that thalidomide did not affect individuals, babies in the United States in the late 50s and early 60s. It was a drug that was being sold and marketed in many, many countries around the world. The U.S. was unique in that its FDA had not approved the drug for sale in the United States. There was an investigator with the FDA. Her name was Frances Kelsey, and she stopped the approval of thalidomide. That did not prevent, however, there being 2.5 million tablets of thalidomide distributed as samples in the United States to approximately 1,200 doctors. That's the story that has never been told. And because investigation about this drug was never completed back in the 60s, and the Attorney General at the time declined to investigate the drug companies and did not follow up. It did not follow up with survivors. It has taken decades for us to put this reality together. For us, the survivors, and I am a thalidomide survivor myself. I was born with all 4 limbs affected by thalidomide. And in fact, in the trailer, you'll see me. I'm the one that's walking in the trailer. Kind of backlit, walking towards the camera. It's taken us decades to find each other, to put together the story and the understanding of our reality, that we were U.S. victims of thalidomide.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to get into your personal motivation that you were affected by it. Yeah.
Yes.
So what made you just get up out of bed and say, this isn't an idea anymore? This is something I'm going to put together. I'm going to put in the work. What happened?
Well, the United States thalidomide survivors started finding each other. It started as a Facebook group. It was founded by one of our members is Carolyn Sampson, and she founded the group, the original Facebook group. We started talking. Uh, we decided to meet. We started finding lots of people. We have found approximately 75 individuals now who believe they were affected by thalidomide. We've had a couple of conferences, but the first conference that I attended was in San Diego in 2019. And I remember prior to the conference, I'm like, this is a story that's never been documented on film. Should I get together a crew? I can get together a crew. And I was fortunate enough to have Andrew Penner as my director of photography, volunteer his time, come out to San Diego, California, get a bunch of footage. We did individual interviews with people. We tried to capture as much of the uh, momentum here of people finding each other, people discovering their own stories, people coming forward for the first time ever about the way they have felt over the years, and the way, I mean, I'm 60 years old. At 60, we are uh, breaking down, frankly. You know, when you live a life with very short arms and you're doing everything in a very different way, um, you know, your neck, your back, people are really struggling. So we knew this is a story that needed to be told because the myth in the media had unfortunately progressed and said for decades now that there were only 17 victims in the US because the FDA had successfully stopped the approval of thalidomide. It's not the truth. It's not the real story, let's just say. It was just a story that was never ever picked up.
Wow, it's going to be powerful when it breaks. So I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to seeing how this
We're
progresses.
hoping for some momentum. We're hoping for some momentum. We are hoping, frankly, for assistance for survivors as well. That is a goal of ours. We have people who are living at the poverty level. We have people who, you know, are living with just a lot of struggle and a lot of difficulty and have never been recognized and have never been helped.
Wow, is this the first film project you've ever done? Are you new to this, or did you start earlier in your career?
So by trade, I was originally trained as a graphic designer. I got into marketing, I got into advertising, and film was simply another way of communicating that I got into about 10 years ago. And frankly, it was my sons who were young and got into YouTube that and my son Andrew Penner, who I mentioned as the director of photography, he taught me everything I know, really. And
Wow.
so, as you know, directing and editing are just stuff I find it so much fun, and um, I love it. I love it. I'm glad he got me into it, and it's just another great way to communicate, and in this case, do something super important. Super important. Um, I wanted to recognize that we have a member attending the festival who will be attending on our behalf. His name is Jeff Green, and his
Mhm.
our film is dedicated to his late wife, who was an American thalidomide survivor.
Wow.
Um, and that's the reality we face as well. You know, health problems, individuals, you know, looking at uncertain lifespans, and we're remembering our people as well.
All right. Well, looking forward to meeting them at the event. This has been just a very, very engaging story. And what are your next steps? Do you have any projects beyond this thalidomide project, or are there next steps that you're taking with this that you'd like to announce?
That is so funny you ask, because I was just talking to somebody about the fact that it was so much work to put the film together. And that when we were done, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the last film I'm going to be doing, you know, for for this, and thank God it's over. And then as soon as it was done, there were so many film projects to make as I started looking around at the new people I was meeting and the stories I was hearing and the different angles we could tell things from and the individual stories. Oh my gosh, I probably will make several more films about this topic. This is my hobby. This is my passion, obviously. These are my people. This is my newfound family. Yeah, it's all so cool.
Wow, it's amazing. Well, this has been great to talk to you again. Congrats on the award, and even more, just an opportunity to get the word out about this film. Just seems like it's really important in this time. And hey, we just appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you at a future event. Um, but this
Love to.
event at Clinton Street Theater has a lot of very loyal documentary viewers that just come out just to watch all the new docs coming out of the film festival circuit. That's why we do this event 4 times a year. And it's a different program every time. There's just so much great content and great stories like your own. I appreciate you sharing with us.
All right. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries. Is there anything you'd like to add before we leave?
Our website, if people are interested in more information about thalidomide in the United States, is usthalidomide.org.
usthalidomide.org.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll put it in the I'll put it in the description of the video.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.